so we're most of the way there. I'm just walking in the creek bottom. So I've got another 100 yards or so and then up the ravine to the stand. So we're close. So far so good, other than being a little sweaty. Good morning. It's November 3rd and it is going to be warming up fast today. It's about 35 now and it's going to be going up to probably about 60 today. It's a very calm morning and we're sitting on the edge of a big ravine with bedding area in front. We slipped up between two ravines in the river bottom and then just popped up in the middle of the bedding area. So looking forward to hopefully a good morning, even though it's going to be pretty warm today, but hopefully this morning big bucks are out looking. So because I'm in the middle of the bedding area, we're gonna get a little aggressive and see if we can't rattle up a buck. The main buck I'm in here for, really the only one I know, is a buck that I call the shed buck. And so we're gonna see if we can't rattle him in with his own antler, which would be pretty sweet, but that's who we're in here for. We're in here for the shed buck. He's at least 6 years old, I'm sure, maybe even older. I think his rack went down a little bit from last year, but see if we can't get him. It's 9:30 and I see what look like antlers over here, and it looked actually like a dead buck. So I looked up at it and then I grunted, and it's actually the shed buck. So he's bedded about 60 yards away from us right now, so that's pretty sweet. But nothing yet, so I'm just gonna sit tight here for a while, and pretty cool. So that's the buck we're here for. I got him at 60 yards. Oh my. Just had the shed buck bedded at 60 yards, and for maybe 45 minutes he got up and was heading the other way, so I smashed the horns together. And it's always been a dream to hit the horns, to call in a buck with his own antler, and I just did that. He came behind me, and I was a wreck. I had him at, I don't know, 25 yards. I couldn't get him in the camera. I was all twisted up. And I just drilled him. I just smashed him. Oh my. It is 10:25 and the shed buck is down. Whew. November 3. Love it. I see some really good blood all through here. So it's a good trail. You shouldn't be too much further. Here he is. All right. The final chapter of the buck that we call the shed buck. So I found his shed down in the bottom, a couple hundred yards from here this summer, and really I was targeting this deer. I knew he was old. His antler was a lot bigger than I was expecting. He's been around, but it just doesn't show his mass on the trail cameras, and so it kind of fooled me. I knew that he was at least a 6-year-old deer, so I went in this morning and had a few little bucks and some does, and then I saw him about 9:30 bedded on the edge of this big ravine. Super excited to shoot this big mature Illinois whitetail. Here's the shed buck. It's the morning of November 5th. I have Ty behind the camera this morning. He's gonna film me until about 1 o'clock, but Ty had some luck yesterday morning. We hunted our new farm. Dad, Ty, and I all split up. And I was self-filming because I could very easily in the stand I was in. And we just wanted to see what was moving, and Ty had class at 10, so he had to get down early. First day in 5 days we weren't filming together, and he shoots a nice buck, so that was pretty awesome. But now I got him behind the camera. We're on a big ridge above the river here, and they just run it on a west wind blowing this way. They just run it back and forth. I'm gonna do an all-day sit. Ty's gonna leave at 1, but we already had a doe work through before shooting lights, so that was good to see. But it's November 5th. They should be kicking into gear anytime soon here. About a half hour after sunrise. Haven't seen anything since that doe came through before shooting light this morning, so gonna hit the horns here, see if we can make a little luck. It's 5 by 3. You want him?
Smoked him.
Yeah.
Smoked him. Stay on 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 him.
Nice.
Are you kidding me? Oh, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It's been an awful morning. We haven't seen anything. We had 2 does and a spike buck. And so last year I was in this spot and we had a big buck come through and I blew the shot. It was a 20-yard shot, perfect shot, blew it on a great buck. And you know, coming back in here this morning, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't blow it again if a deer comes by. And it's a buck we call Trace. He's a big 5 by, he has 5, but he has 3 big brow tines. And he comes right in and I've been practicing all year, doing as much as I can to try to be ready for this. And I take my time and settle in and I smoke him and he goes maybe 30 yards and drops. So, monkey's off my back. I haven't shot a good buck with my bow in years. So now I didn't have time to shake, now I'm shaking good, but it's warm. It's about 8:30. Nice.
Let's go. I got one yesterday morning, you got one this morning.
There's the arrow. Cut on contact, wasp. Yep, full pass through. That's the kind of blood trail you want. Big old buck. Here he is, the buck we call Trace. At 4.5, he had the same messed up side that he does this year at 5.5. Thankfully, he put on a lot more tine length on the 5-point side and a lot more junk on the left side. This morning at 8:30, he came cruising through. Been a struggle this year so far with the heat, but that didn't stop this big boy from cruising through. I'm excited for the rest of the year and look forward to putting some does on the ground and getting back out there late muzzleloader to try to get another mature buck down. Thanks for watching Midwest Whitetail, the Heartland.
Welcome to Midwest Whitetail, the Heartland show. It's November 7th. We're set up this morning, the same stand that we've been having encounters with a buck that we call Lazy Boy. We actually came in here yesterday morning and moved the set probably about 30 yards over onto this ridge where we got a lot of better shot opportunities here. So yesterday morning we had an encounter with a decent 2-year-old, and this morning we've already had an encounter with a doe. So hopefully we're going to have a good sit this morning, even with these warmer temperatures that we've been having. There's still been a lot of guys having some good luck. A buddy of mine killed a giant yesterday, so with any luck, we hopefully can catch Lazy Boy slipping back into this timber this morning, coming from the downwind side. So we'll see what happens when we get settled in here. Just had Lazy Boy, the deer we've been in here trying to hunt, come down the ridge on the other side. He smelled right where that doe was, but rather than cutting across this ditch and working his way up here like what we were hoping, he turned and went to the south down on that ridge. So the chase continues. We're just going to settle in here. There's bucks up cruising this morning, so hopefully something else comes through here that we want to shoot. Well, it's been a pretty eventful morning. I think we're going to go ahead and climb down here soon. I actually ended up seeing, I think, a total of 4 different bucks. Some of them were kind of up along the edge of the field, and the thick stuff were, I don't know how much video we got of those ones, but overall it was a really good morning. We had our 4th encounter with this buck that we call Lazy Boy. The first couple encounters we had with him were right here on this ridge, and for whatever reason this morning he ended up staying over on that other ridge, but it's pretty much a 50-50 shot whether they stay on that side or come up this ditch crossing here. We worked off to the south down here, and if he continues to do what he's been doing, this evening I would expect him to work his way across this field to our east to this other draw and work his way back up north. That's where we've been getting pictures of him overnight. I'm not sure if he would come right through this area in the afternoon, but even though we'd have the right wind, I'm concerned that there's always the possibility that he could come in from behind, and without having the morning thermals helping out, keeping the scent away from him, it's a little bit more risky on getting busted. So got a redneck blind set up right on this field to our east here, so I think I'm going to try to slip into that tonight and see if I can catch him cutting across there. But overall, it's definitely a good sit and cool to see him again. If he keeps his pattern up, hopefully we'll be able to connect on him soon. Chase is just going to continue for now. Thanks for watching Midwest Whitetail, the Heartland Show.